Hello, Josh. How you doing? Just tweet it out. Hello, Game Freaker. How you doing today? Good luck on your race. I turned my alerts off, son of boo-hoo. Thank you for the host, Dark.
Hello, Haig. Hello, Big C.
Alright, round 4 at Belgium. See what the weather looks like. That's it.
Who knows the mystery of Spa?
It was all rain yesterday. For most of it.
Oh,
Or
and
rain.
it's raining again.
Rain always brings a little more excitement to the race.
Absolutely. Although it could be dry. Never know.
Yeah.
So, you've driven a bit then in wet conditions, judging from yesterday. How was it?
I used a default setup and it was pretty slippery.
Have any problems at a Rouge?
You know, it's funny. I actually took a Rouge at 22 different angles, and I only got a warning on the last lap.
Oh, Haig's just told me it's a wet race too. Ah.
Yeah, that's what Game Freaker just said here.
Ah. Ouch. Is all I can say on that
So
one.
that might make it exciting for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I wonder. It's looking like, is that intermediate weather? Would you say? Yeah.
Yeah,
McLaren
yeah.
coming out intermediates. Yeah, if it's intermediate weather
Yeah,
in the
they're-
race, I wonder if some people might save their tyres.
Sure.
There's a
Might see
sound.
somebody throw out a full wet lap or something. Something crazy.
So Aaron's out onto the track. And already testing the limits for a Rouge. Don't want to crash already, Aaron. That'd be a bad start to qualifying.
So, who would your picks be for the podium today with the rain?
Well, I had a brief look at the results this season, and obviously I know a couple of drivers from years gone by. I can't look past Aaron for the win. I think he's got so much experience. He knows these conditions, he knows this track. He's won titles before. He'll be tough to stop. I think he'll win. I fancy maybe Blue Mosquito to get second. I think he won the title last season, is that correct?
Definitely saw this.
Yeah, I think he'll do well in these conditions. I'll go with Boring No Face, aka Josh, to get third. What about you?
I was thinking, there's a McLaren in the middle of the track beside us.
Oh. See who that
I
is.
would pick Aaron for the win as well. And I would pick Grumpy as number 2 because he also has a lot of experience. And, you know, he's driven this track many times. And then for third, I'd have to go with Game Freaker. His hometown favorite and our country favorite, should I say.
Well, it's going to be tough for LFC for life because he's a McLaren that's binned it. Lost his wheel.
Oh.
So that's his qualifying done on his out lap. That's it's a bit of a rookie mistake there. I don't know if he's been in the leagues for long, but it's not a good start for him.
Here comes Aaron now to
have a look at this lap, breaking into La Source. Very nice, very smooth. He's got a car just in front of him, hopefully that won't hold him up as on his lap. As he goes towards Eau Rouge. He had a bit of trouble around here on his out lap, how does he get on this time? Oh, very nice. No problems there at all. Hopefully that car moves out of the way. There we go, yep, down the Camel straight, it's Blue Mosquito. First sector time, 32.2. I've got no idea if that's any good or not. It's looking fairly smooth so far, would you say?
Yeah, it's looking good so far. Got a car coming up behind him. He's got a car coming up behind him too. Hopefully it doesn't impede his lap.
Might still be Blue, might be trying to get some speed up before his lap. As Aaron struggles at the corner with no name. Head down towards Pouon. How brave does he want to be? Quite a big lift. Still had problems with the car, but held it together nicely. This section of corners is really nice in a dry. It's not so fun in the wet.
Oh no, I totally agree. I was having a little trouble yesterday trying to avoid the crap.
Yeah, you can't take too much curb, otherwise the car will just slide. This looks like a fairly nice lap from here, and a good side to lap. It doesn't want to push too much just yet.
Gotta get the track and field first.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no rush. You could probably stay out all session if you put a bit of fuel in. So. Oh, but he's had a big moment!
He lost it.
Oh, he's lucky not to lose his wheel there with the angle he went into the wall.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that was a lucky escape from him. Let's see who's coming up towards the end of the lap. BWA Clyde looks like he's coming up towards the bus stop chicane in the McLaren. Game Freaker goes quickest on a 159.2. Solid effort, but how will Clyde compare? Looks like he's going to be a little bit slower. Yeah, he goes third behind Mr. P, who I believe is making his return tonight to the leagues. Dude goes second. Deja Vu now goes second. 3 temps off Game Freaker.
Who does everybody in the chat think would be the favorite for tonight?
Well, we did both back Aaron for the win, but first attempt at a lap was not good for him.
Yeah.
That's what's Boy with No Face up to.
Look like he got in the start a little too early coming up that corner.
Yeah. There's a few more times coming in. No one's really challenging the top 2 or 3 cars though. I'd expect Bow in her face to be right up there.
Oh,
to see.
Miles just went to the wall in front of Warren.
Not destroyed his car. Good thing.
Gaming Elemanda says Warren is really good here in Inters.
Aha.
And I'm on board with him right now. Let's see this lap.
Oh, Mr. Grumpy goes first. Just edging out Game Freaker by the slimmest of margins. Hulkenberger's on a lap. It says he's green, I'm not sure what on. I mean, he hasn't done a lap yet, so... Might have had invalidation, maybe, I don't know. Coming through Blanchimont now. Up towards the bus stop chicane. Oh, he goes... Oh, just keeps it on the track through Blanchimont. Brakes nicely, should be fine there, yep. Hits the apexes nicely. As Blue Mosquito goes quickest, I get the feeling these times are going to tumble and tumble as drivers get more confident in these conditions. Hulkenberger goes fourth.
Oh, this guy's looking kind of right too. It might be maybe dragging up toward him.
Potentially. I wonder if anyone, not sure if anyone will risk slicks. It still looks pretty wet out there, but certainly could see sometimes tumble. Towards the end, Dougie Dude was going second, another man into the 158. What's Haig gonna do? He's been back to do well.
Stop now.
Apex.
Oh, pulling it down pit lane.
I wonder if he's thinking slicks, because if he'd have gone for another lap, or if he'd have gone through, he might not have made it back into the pits in time.
Sure.
So, that's interesting what he does. Treyer's intermediate still. Yeah, I know a track can dry quite quickly on this game sometimes, but it still looks pretty wet.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
The logic. Track dries well still.
Yeah. Oh, Josh is on a lap, boy with no face. Where can he go? This is looking like a good lap. Goes third. 1:58.9. It's getting closer and closer at the top.
Only 3/10. Only half a second between top 4.
Oh, there's a yellow flag in sector 3. What's happened there? Oh, it's BWA Clyde, I think that's had a moment.
Clyde.
Hulkenberger's on a good lap though, he's 6 tenths up on his previous best, and if he keeps that up, he could just take pole off Mosquito here. So, let's see if he can keep it together, going into the bus stop chicane. Oh, he goes a little bit wide, but it's still looking good. Heads to the line, can he take pole off Blue? Yes, he can! 1:58.4. With the rate these times are falling, I'd expect to see a 1:57 before this session's done. It's Dougie Dude, what's he doing? Can he improve? Oh, he's lost the car! Oh, not only has that messed up that lap, it's screwed up his next lap as well. Oh, that's that. That could be the end of his session, really, unless he rushes round. Depends how much fuel he's got in the car. Well, that's not good at all.
Yeah, I don't think he has enough. He has 0.7.
So he's third for now, but I wouldn't expect him to stay there. Boy with no face is improving. It's 2 temps up. That could be good. As Ijsima goes third. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right.
Yeah, he told me just do SEMA.
Okay, Sima's gone third on 51:58.7. What can Josh do? Oh, Miles has crashed in sector 1, I think. Yellow flag's out in sector 1. A Rouge, I'm going to have a hazard a guess.
Yeah.
Josh goes third. Good effort. Can anyone take pole off Hulkenberger?
Aaron's coming out of the bus stop now.
Oh. Only 9th.
59.
Ooh. He's got one more effort.
Yeah.
He's going to need to make it a good one. Oh, King Don Martin has retired from the session now. He hasn't crashed.
Yeah. I think he had enough. Started fresh tires for the race.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, Ravers looks like he's starting his lap. Or not starting his
Trying to see if anyone's near the end of that lap. Hulkenberger has... Well, he did a 1:58.0, but it must have been invalidated because it hasn't registered.
Oh, wow.
So he's got one more effort.
Looks like he's calm. Oh, he has no fuel.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Aaron's half a second up on his first sector time. That's a good improvement. What's Betrayer gonna do?
Bus stop.
Oh, Betrayer does a 1:58.3, but again it got invalidated. So a few drivers starting to push the track limits now. Easy to do in these conditions.
Ravers 1:58.1.
Oh, that came out of nowhere. Wasn't really following him. Seymour's gone third, 1:58.5. He's crossed the line now. What?
Josh is about to come to the line. He's coming down toward the chicane.
Yep, he's half second up as well. So by that, looking at that, he should challenge Ravers. Hits the apex nicely. No worries there. He's on the run to the line. I think he's going to do it. Yes.
Yes.
Just.
Wow, 16 thousandths.
Aaron for the bus stop chicane. He's on 2 personal bests. Is it going to be enough to take pole off Josh? Oh, no, it's not by 2 thousandths. Wow. That's incredibly close. Around such a long lap in these conditions, that's really close.
Yeah, and Betrayer looks like he's the last one to come.
Game Freaker as well. Is he pushing now? I'm not sure.
Betrayer's on fuel.
So it's down to Game Freaker. I don't know if he's still pushing it. It looks like he is actually. He's currently 9th.
Ravers is still going too.
Oh, could he take pole? He's not far off. Game Freaker though. Oh, a bit of a slide through the final corner. That will affect his run to the line. He goes 6.
6.
Not bad. Raver's Revenge doesn't look like he's pushing anymore. He's way down.
Yeah, he's on lane.
So that's the end of qualifying, and well, Hagu was looking good in these conditions. Hasn't done a lap, so he'll start last. But the top 3, if that's anything to go by, this is going to be a close race.
Yeah. Top 3 separated by 16 thousandths.
Hague just telling me he got blocked by his teammate who was coming into the pits. I'm not sure who his teammate is.
Oh, Martin just said he was purple after 2 sectors and he ran out of fuel.
Well, it's good effort from all the top 3 in the end.
Yes.
LFC for life will be angry at himself, I think, for that crash, because it robbed him a chance of doing anything in qualifying, and to crash on your outlap is not a mistake you should be making, even in these conditions.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Chance to fill out the track.
Fair play to Josh taking pole, Aaron second. Two drivers near the top of the Drivers' Championship, so it's getting towards that stage in the season where you start to look at the championship and see who the contenders are. Big C just informed me that Aaron.
So far.
Yeah. Big C just informed me that Aaron hasn't had a PSGL pole. Well, it says since season 7. That's a long, long time ago. And he won't get much closer than that. Yes, Fish, the race is wet as well, according to Hague. So, got 22 laps in these conditions. That's going to test the drivers to the limit. The spray coming up towards Eau Rouge, I would not want to be in their shoes.
And when I did it yesterday, I backed way off, let everybody go through.
What was it like, Eau Rouge? Was it bad? Was there a lot of people going off?
It was actually pretty clean. Only one car went off because he lagged.
Yeah, a lot of people taking it easy then, I guess.
Yeah. Probably because of the stigma of F5 being dirty. Well, not dirty, but crash fest.
Yeah, Fish, it is very humid today as well. That might affect the drivers as well. It's tough to race when in warm conditions. Hopefully a few people have got a fan handy.
Yeah.
And we're moments away from the start of the race.
And that is correct, Lewis. Pole for F5 is 157.2.
Wow. So just about 9 tenths quicker. Okay, so drivers are ready. 5 lights. And away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. It's a good start from the Ferrari, a little bit of a slide. It's probably a better start from Basauber alongside of Aaron's going to the outside of Josh. Can he make the move stick? Yes, he can. Oh, and
no.
And the Renault's gone off in the background. Pick the bones of that later because
Out of contact.
Aaron is now ahead of Josh, and well, they're on dry tyres for now, but it looks like it could rain at any point.
That may have been something that added to that first corner.
Yeah, top 3 is still the same as it was at the start, but Aaron has got ahead. Asimo goes down the outside of Game Freaker. Oh, and that's a nice move. Can Game Freaker fight back? Goes down the inside. Asimo gives him space. They're still alongside each other. Goes down towards the hairpin. Who's going to break later? It looks like it's going to be Game Freaker. But Simo hangs it around the outside. He'll have the inside for the corner with no name. Can he get the move done? No, Game Freaker's still on the outside. There's a bit of a slide on, and that allows Simo to get the position. That's fantastic battling. That was brilliant stuff. And Game Freaker's now having trouble around Pouon, and that's going to give King Don Martin the chance to go around the outside, which he does. I don't know because he's lagging.
Low contact.
Yeah.
Looked like they made low contact.
Don Martin gets the position. Oh, and sideways movement for Deja Vu. Oh, and a bit of contact between him and Grumpy. Oh, but it's just his 7 for Grumpy ahead of Deja Vu for now.
Yeah, it looks like a little damage for Dave too, so a few outfits.
I've got to say, Higgs had a fantastic start from 17th up to 10th, and now he's challenging Dougie Dude for 9th. But he won't make the move at Bon Shimon. Oh, he might do if Dougie Dude goes that far wide. But he keeps the position. Warren Hagel wants to get this move done quickly because he's on the ultra soft tyre. Which is an interesting strategy. Usually when you start at the back, you sometimes go for the soft tyre.
Yeah. I saw a couple of people up front had, so I was like,
oh, down towards turn 1. Oh, and Game Freak has gone way wide. And he's lost 2 positions. So he's now down to 7th. He's struggling at the start in a moment. Looking at the winners and losers from the start, King Don Martin's up 5 places from 14th to 5th. And Warren Haig's up 8 places. But coming down the Camel Straight, looks like Grumpy might get the move done. On King Don Martin, is he going to get the move done in the Sauber? He does. He pushed him slightly wide and got the move done. All this battling's allowing the top 3 to pull well clear.
I'm looking at Miles. He just pit for tires.
Oh,
So
oh, there's utter carnage down at the hairpin.
He had 2 ultras and 2 softs.
Wow, yeah, it was just carnage down at the hairpin. It was like one driver just stopped, and a few drivers I think have got front wing damage out of that, and it's shaking up positions a bit. Grumpy now 5th, Deja Vu 6th. Is that Game Freaker again? Oh no, I think it's
No.
No, it's not. It's Dougie Dude is losing loads of positions. I wonder what's happened to him. He was battling in the top 10, now he's down to 14th. So.
And Mr. P, it says he's the first car to be on inters, even though it shows softs on my screen. Or sorry,
Wow.
super softs. Okay, Haig closing in on Martin.
Yep, Haig closing in on Martin for P7. It could be a battle up front very, very soon. But just see if Haig can get the move done. No, not quite. Looks like Don Martin broke a little bit later. Keeps the position. Haig stays 8th for now. It'll be interesting to see when the rain comes because it could play into certain people's hands depending on what tyre they started on. Getting Freaker and Dougie Dude are both in the pits. It just looked like Game Freaker kept losing positions. I wonder if that's because of the damage he had.
Yeah, he's missing part of his ring.
Quite a few drivers have had to go into the pits. It's not the end of our races, but it's not ideal for sure. Josh is still right behind Aaron. Aaron did the fastest lap, but he hasn't pulled away yet from the Ferrari driver. Josh will be just waiting, hoping that Aaron makes a mistake. Ravens Avengers in a bit of a race of his own in 3rd at the moment. And slowly gaps developing across the field, but there's still a battle going on for 6th. As Haig looks to try and make a move. Martin has been behind him for a while. He's not really making the most of his ultra softs despite the 9 positions he's gained. Just watching the battle at the front. Can Josh, we want to see a mistake from Aaron, but Aaron's vastly experienced. He knows what it takes to win races. Josh might have to make a move, but there's plenty of time to go yet.
You would think the wetter it gets, the better Josh has a chance to have more grip on the soft tires.
Absolutely. He looks more comfortable as well, and Aaron made a slight slide through Bon Shimon. That might give Josh the opportunity into the bus stop chicane. Oh, they both break quite late, but Aaron holds the line and puts his car exactly where it needs to be to maintain the lead. Yeah, it's first signs maybe that those super softs are not giving Aaron the grip he needs in these wet conditions.
The fastest laps coming in are from the softs.
Yeah, it's a tie to be on in these conditions. as Haig, I
Well,
think
Mosquito
is.
just passed Haig.
Yep.
Yeah. Teammates.
Yeah, did you see that overtake? Was it a, do you think it was a bit of team orders?
I'm not sure. I got to it as he passed, but I see them working well together to, if he's faster, let him through and see what happens. And Martin with a 3 second penalty.
Well, they're both on ultra softs, so in theory they shouldn't have a tyre advantage one over the other.
Sure.
It's interesting.
Maybe one just feels more comfortable in the weather now.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if Mr. P, how quick he can go on the intermediate tyres. He's right behind Dougie Dude, so if he overtakes him, then maybe it's a time to pit. Yeah, you can see drivers starting to struggle now, just on the onboards. I wonder if it's getting towards that crossover point, and you wonder if Josh can get the move done on Aaron before they have to pit. He's got to utilise those soft tyres. You'd think.
Probably about a lap or two away from DRS being third.
Yeah, and that's usually the biggest indicator that you need to come in and change tyres. And Josh has got a good run here. Coming up to Bon Shimon, we saw how much Aaron struggled with this last time out. Bit better this time, but Josh has still got a run, got a slipstream. Can he make the move? He thought about it, but backed out. Aaron does not pit. Just maintains the lead for now. Starting to pull a little bit away from Ravers in third. But Seymour might be one to watch. He did the fastest lap last time out.
Looks like they're all staying.
I think Ravers might have made a bit of a mistake actually, because Seymour's really close to him now.
Mosquito lost the back end and Haig on that.
Well, I'm not sure this is what Force India won, but it's good to see them battling, even if it is through mistakes.
Yeah.
As Doogie Dude has a penalty. To be honest with you, Mr. P has dropped way back from... Oh! And Haig is out! He lost it at Eau Rouge! I was on board with the right or wrong person, depending which way you want to look at it there. But Haig lost it for Eau Rouge, slams into the wall, and that's his race done. Oh, disaster for him and Force India. Whoever put a whoever said he would do well in this race, a bit of a curse there.
Yeah, that's viewers' curse on it.
Yeah, it's usually our job to curse.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of did curse on it. I picked him to be one of the top two.
Oh, well, it's just a disaster for him, and he'll be hoping his teammate can bring home some points now. Otherwise, it could be no points at all for Force India. Gotta say, Aaron's doing a great job up front. He's just keeping Josh at arm's length, not giving him any real opportunities to get past. And if he can stay in front of him on the super softs, he'll consider that a job well done. But this is the area of track where Josh might think he has an opportunity through Bon Shimon. He definitely gets a better run out of there every time, but is he close enough? Just not brave enough to send it the inside.
I'd love to see the Ultras pit this lap.
It was Blue and Hulkenberg are the only two left on this two Ultra Softs. I suppose it's not surprising in the end that, considering the Ultra Softs have the least grip, it's two Ultra Soft runners that have crashed out the race.
Who stayed out?
Does Hulkenberg stay out? Let's see.
They were able to go 6 laps in the dry, so you figure in a way.
Hulkenberg stays out. I suppose they've got no choice, they've got to try and wait it out, haven't they?
That's true.
See though, Josh has got a bit of a run down the Camel Straight. I think the RS is still in operation, might be wrong. But he couldn't quite get close enough to make a move.
Good call. And the other one, Hulkenberg has damage to his brake.
Haig saying he's been chucking it down since the start, and Martin's lagging. That was his comments. He not happy after his retirement. There's a gap sort of developing through the field really, but the front two have just remained close to each other since the start. I'm surprised they're not in the pits yet, to be honest. I thought they'd have been in the pits by now. The rain looks like it's falling pretty hard, but they don't really need to switch yet.
And Josh is supposed to be back onto the back of Aaron again.
Yeah, he can't seem to get close enough to go for a move into the bus stop chicane. I wonder if this time he's closer than he has been, I think, and Aaron seems to struggle through Blanchimont, so we'll see. Yep. Oh wow, that's the most he struggled, and Josh just easily got by. Aaron, not much you could do there, just lost the grip. And Josh takes the lead. We'll just see now if he can pull away on those soft tyres. As we enter lap 7, will the ultra soft runners pit this time out? Yep, Blue Mosquito is pitting. Will he go for the intermediates?
I'm hoping for sure he has to hit this lap.
He's losing so much time. He's got LFC for life right behind him. Hulkenberger carries on.
He's up.
And Blue Mosquito's gone for another set of dry tyres. He's gone for the softs. He also had a bit of a delayed stop there. But I don't know if they're repairing his front wing or whatnot. But
That's a good point, Gaming Almonte. He just said it's the slowest transition of a wet race he's ever seen. Considering how long the lap is, it should be getting wetter faster.
Yeah, you see the rain coming down, and you'd think they'd be on inters by now, but no. And Mr. P's given up on the inters.
Yeah.
So he's lost so much time through that as well. Aaron's got the lead back, and we must have missed that, but Aaron has got the lead back. Josh is not giving up. He almost looked down the inside there, but that would have been disaster, I think. Slots in behind, but he wasn't in the lead for long, and again, Aaron's showing his mature head in these conditions. Can Josh close up to the back of him and get past again? Sure, they've got to be coming in for Inter soon. This must be a game thing, because oh wow, Josh took a lot of speed and curved through there. That could have gone wrong, but he's using it to try and get up the inside of Aaron. Aaron leaves the space, but Josh didn't seem to fancy it. Yeah, he could have probably put a bit more of his car up the inside there and forced Aaron to make a decision, but chose betted against it in the end. Raver's Revenge has closed right into these two as well, so it's going to be a 3-car battle for the lead very shortly. Maybe even a 4-car battle if Seymour can close.
I'm on board with LFC, Keenan, Hulkenberg goes Wade.
Hulkenberger's got a penalty.
Yeah, that's the second one.
He's got to pit. He's not pitting. This is a very long stint on the Ultra Softs. Oh.
You got to start fresh because they used inters
Oh.
in qualifying.
Down the inside. Oh, Raver's Revenge just can't quite get past Josh. Well, he's been attacking the whole race, Josh. Now he's having to defend from the Red Bull. The Red Bull just biding his time. Maybe look after his tyres a bit more. And now he's got a chance to attack as Game Freaker pits. Was in 13th. He's not having a good time of it. He also goes for the Super Softs, so no one's braving the Inters.
Still up, so.
Yeah, I was going to say it's allowed Aaron to get a bit of a gap, but that gap's already gone. Josh is right up to the back of him again. Well, it's been a 2-car battle for the lead for quite some time, but it's looking like it could be 3 or 4 cars very shortly.
Yeah, Seaman's getting Rivers sleeping.
Yeah, and Grumpy's gapped Dave Jarvu and Don Martin, who he was battling with a few laps before. Big gap over them now, so he's doing well in 5th. And can Josh make the move? This is his favourite overtaking spot. Into Blanchimont. Oh, a lot of bravery, and he's right there. Is he going to duck to one side? He backs out of it again. He's not confident going into the bus stop, is he?
Got battle for 9th, 10th, and 11th, all 2 tenths.
Well, I guess the problem is it's Hulkenberger, isn't he? He's just got no tyre grip left.
Yeah, and he's having a struggle with downforce on the right side too.
Blue Mosquito should be in the best position here because he's already pitted, so he's got fresh tyres.
Yeah.
But he goes well wide. Just Blue Mosquito at the
Dirty air.
And yeah, he has to back out.
Is it just me, or does it look like it stopped raining? Oh, no.
Well,
It was the way the grandstand was moving.
oh, Hulkenberger's gone. Well, you can't just stay on those tyres forever. You are eventually just going to run out of traction.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happened. The trouble is now as well, he's spun at the worst possible place. He's got to do a full lap now before he can pit.
Yeah, he would have got disqualified if he went back.
And now will it give Blue Mosquito a chance to get past LFC for life? They're going to Pro Rouge. Oh, he had to back out a bit there. I think he had too much grip. He almost slammed into the back of the McLaren driver. And that's kind of affected his run down the Kemmel Straight, so I think he's going to have to stay behind for now. Meanwhile, Josh is right behind Ewan again. At one point, the gap was above a second this lap, but if the Ultra Softs have well and truly gone off, you'd have to say the Super Softs can't be far off either.
That's true.
So I wonder if... Oh, he's got a much better run through there. He's going to have a go. Surely there's not much Ewan can do. He looks to defend the inside. Oh, this could be bad. This could be bad, and I think Josh recognised that, but he's so much quicker through there. There's nothing Ewan can do. Ewan might even consider pitting if the rain is stopping.
Oh, and Ravers taking a peek on the outside.
Oh, and Ravers has gone round! I kind of joined that on board a little bit too late, but I don't know, it looked like maybe he lost a bit of grip on the curve, maybe?
Yeah, I had a bad camera angle, so I was still on Josh from the same long camera angle, so I only saw it go off to the side.
Oh, and Blue Mosquito's got a fantastic run on LFC for life. But there's no way through there. LFC for life defends the line. Goes through Blanchimont. He's wide again, Blue. He's done it a couple of times. I think LFC for life is lagging a little bit. Blue Mosquito looks down the inside and gets a...
That's a corner cut.
That's an incredibly harsh penalty, I've got to say.
Yeah, considering the conditions.
Considering the conditions, and it wasn't the biggest track extension I've ever seen or corner cut. He didn't exactly gain a position out of it either, so yeah, that's a very harsh penalty. Well, this has been going on. Mr. Grumpy's been making good progress. He's right behind Seymour now.
And Seymour moved up to the podium position with Ravers.
Oh, and yeah, Aaron's just pulling back massively from Josh. He can't be far away from a pit stop. It won't be if the rain is stopping. It's not a bad time to pit for softs. If I was Aaron.
Yeah.
But he's had a good stint on those tyres. If he can pit now, it depends where he comes out. If he comes out in clear air, he's in a good position. I think Blue Mosquitoes finally make the move on LFC for life. He's up to 9.
Yeah,
he's got a
great gaming element.
He's got a bit of a gap to make up, right?
Yeah. Mr. Deacon's on.
Yeah, he's that Inter's gamble he made has kind of ruined his race.
Yeah.
This
Well, someone had to try it, I guess.
yeah. I think it was pretty low down the order anyway, so it was a gamble that was worth taking. They're all closing in on Aaron now. There's a bit of a train falling behind him. Seymour and Grumpy. I feel like Don Martin's been pretty close to Dave throughout most of the race, just hasn't ever been close enough to make a move. Now might be his best opportunity though, because he's on the soft tyre, whereas Dave's on the super softs. And Betrayer's pitted.
Yeah, Martin might also be content where he is right now, just right along behind him, while there's a big gap behind him. So.
Absolutely, Grumpy closing up to the back of Seymour. So Betrayer pitted. I think he's going to rejoin in 8th, so he's not lost 8 positions. No, he's 9th. Nope, he's 8th. Oh, it's close between him and Blue, but Blue has just got out in front. There's yellow flag in sector 3, and that's because LFC for Life has crashed. He's out of the race. He crashed out of qualifying. He's crashed out of the race. That's a miserable day for him. Yeah, where is that at?
That looked like I said that. Going down the straight after Eau Rouge.
Yeah, so maybe lost it out of Eau Rouge, perhaps. Not the most uncommon place in these. Well, the thing is about these conditions is they're not fully dry and they're not fully wet either. So you can stay on dries, but you've still got to be careful.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Well, Grumpy's looking at the back of Seema, who in turn's looking at the back of Iran.
Oh,
And Iran's had another bad run through Blanchimont. Goes to the outside, but he's got to watch out because Grumpy's going to go to the inside. Ever the opportunist, but he can't get past, and that allowed Iran to successfully defend against Seemo. If Iran does have a weak spot round this... Oh, as Grumpy goes to the inside, that's a very late move. He almost hits his teammate, but he might... Oh no, someone's got to back out. I think they've all sort of fallen into line. Yeah, I don't blame them.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. But that's meant that Iran's lost 2 places now. He's down to 4th. And Grumpy's looking at passing Seemo. Down the outside. And down the Camel Straight. Is he going to outbrake Seemo? I think he is. He should be able to cover him off through there. Yeah, there's nowhere Seemo can go. And Grumpy, who's kind of been down in 5th for most of the race, has now found himself in 2nd. It's been a great drive so far from him. Yeah. Don Martin is braving it on the Inters. What do you make of that decision?
Maybe dry tire just didn't feel right for him anymore.
Oh, Mr. P's out. He's crashed at Eau Rouge. That corner is claiming many a victim today.
That's my nemesis.
Big C wondering why Iran isn't pitting. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same. I said he should have pitted on around lap 9 or 10, but he stayed out, and I'm not sure why. Is he waiting for Inter's conditions?
It's pretty much what El Comando just said too. He said that the supers are going.
Yeah,
left in him.
He's got to pit now. He's lost so many positions because of it. If he'd have pitted earlier, he probably still could have been in contention for the win, but it's looking tough now.
No, Martin's losing a lot of time today. The second hit.
I mean, he's the only person on the Super Softs who hasn't pitted yet, so and he still hasn't pitted. And I think he's losing it.
Top 5. Oh, Raver's pit.
Why is there a yellow flag out there? Is there a problem for somebody?
Martin. Clyde.
Oh. What happened to him? Do you know? I think he's lost some of his front wing at end plate.
Yeah, he had a little spin on the turn before the downhill. Or sorry, downhill right.
Raver's Revenge is pitted. He's going on to the Super Softs. That should take him to the end quite comfortably. I can't believe Iran's not stopped. The only thing I can assume now is that he's going to try and put on the Ultra Softs. Because that only thing that makes sense is the Red Bulls nearly go side by side for a Rouge and quite sensibly decide against it. Christian Horner would be going mental if that happened.
And all this has been happening behind him. Josh has pulled out to 4.5 seconds.
Yeah, he's done well. He got the lead off Iran and he's just calmly got on about his business as the drivers battle behind him. It's interesting, Ravers was right up there, but he's pitted. He's only just come out in front of Dave Jarvu, so I wonder if those drivers that pitted early made up a lot of time. It's, yeah, I'm looking at Don Martin. He's not gaining any time at all in those intermediates.
I mean, he's lost 4 seconds to Dave since he's been on the pits.
It's a weird decision because, I mean, Mr. P, it made more sense because he had nothing to lose really, but Don Martin was in the points, still is, but it seemed like
look how much spray's coming off the tires too.
Yeah, This is one of the weirdest races I've ever seen. As
Clyde just took inters.
Betrayer's right up behind Don Martin there. Almost got past him there. Iran and Seymour have both pitted at the same time. Battle of the pit crews, although Iran has quite a bit of a deficit to make up. So I don't think Seymour should come out behind the Sauber. Seymour's gone for super softs. I'm going to guess Iran's going to go for ultra softs at this point. No, he's gone for the softs.
Softs. Yeah.
That makes the staying out on super softs even more strange, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I would have pit earlier because the softs will last longer.
Yeah, that's a very, very confusing strategy. If he does recover onto the podium, interesting to ask him about that afterwards if we are doing podium interviews.
Yeah.
Don Martin's lost a place to Betrayer and he's got Game Freaker right behind him as well, so those intermediates do not look to be working at all.
Another good point made by Gaming Alamanda. The top four all had enough time to come up front of fifth still.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Ravers that spun, wasn't it, as well? So yeah, he lost a bit of time.
Yeah.
See, Aaron's still in contention for a podium, but I can't have a feeling his strategy's has lost his chance of a win. Because he was right there with Josh when he should have pitted.
It's just Josh and Grumpy are the only two that haven't pit yet, so...
Yeah, I imagine they'll be in maybe this lap or the next lap. It's probably best going for super softs because the ultra softs don't really work in these conditions.
I don't know. Place to get a little more grip.
Yeah, so they're probably going to pit this lap, I'd guess. No, Josh carries on. Oh, and Clyde has crashed, or retired. No, he's definitely crashed. His wheels off.
Yeah, definitely.
It's through Blanchimon, I think.
But maybe that proves that it's not ready for inter still.
Well, Don Martin's lost another position. Don Martin might just have screwed himself out of some points here. That's a bit of a poor decision, really.
Yeah.
I understand Clyde doing it as well, because again, he was at the back. But, yeah, bit of an odd one, that one. Grumpy's, to be fair, Grumpy's not let Josh get away. He's kind of pegged the gap at just under 4 seconds. So he's doing a good job, Grumpy. Yeah. If he's lucky as well, Aaron might start battling Simo and it could lose them both some time. He's only just a second behind. All it takes is one mistake. Don Martin is pitting. I'm going to guess he's not going on to another set of intermediates.
I'm gonna guess.
I'll guess full wets. Oh, you're right. He gone for the supers. Oh, I was wrong. Is he going to rejoin ahead of Blue? He should do, I think. Yeah, with the way the pit lane comes out, he should be ahead. Yep, he is.
Yeah.
He's rejoined in 9th, so he's still in the points, but he should be higher in the points, really. Aaron slowly closing on back to Simo. He's not close enough yet to start worrying the Ferrari. The top two have got to pit this lap, surely. I don't know how far the softs go, but they might start losing time if they're not careful.
They need a pit silver to get under that by Seymour here.
Yep, Josh pits.
Yeah, there's Josh and Grumpy should be
Grumpy follows, yep. I think Josh should still be in the lead. Well, the interesting thing is if Grumpy is ahead of Simo and Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh for sure should still be out front.
I'm unsure about Grumpy. Josh goes onto the super softs. Grumpy, I assume, will follow suit.
Through the bus stop now.
Yep, they've not battled either, so they won't have lost any time.
I have low 4-car races at the end of this.
Josh is definitely ahead. Grumpy is just going to be ahead, but he's going to take a while to get that momentum, and Simo might potentially be close enough at the end of the Camel Straight, depending on the run for a Rouge. Oh, he took a lot of speed. He's got a penalty as well. A bit too much speed. His eagerness to try and get past the Sauber. He's got the toe though. Can he try to make a move? Grumpy goes defensive and he holds the line pretty well.
Nice workout.
Oh, and Game Freaker, who was in 8th, is crashed. Well, he only lost his front wing, so I'm going to assume he retired. Maybe he thought that with a front wing and the fact he'd have to go the full lap before getting a new one.
To start finish line.
Yeah, it's the worst time to crash. See, this is the problem for Aaron now, is that he's on the soft tyre, he's on the slower tyre against these guys. Oh, but Seymour goes wide, but it's not really a place you lose time by going wide. Oh, but he keeps making mistakes, Seymour. He should really be attacking Grumpy, but instead he's having to defend against the other Sauber. He might potentially have a run here, but I think Aaron had to back out of it.
And Grumpy is slowly gaining on Josh. Could be an exciting time.
Yeah, he looked a bit quicker on the soft tyre, so Josh might not have this race wrapped up just yet. There's still 6 laps to go, and in these conditions it's quite easy to make a mistake. And it looks like Grumpy's shaking. Yeah, it looks like Grumpy's shaking off Seymour as well, who just seems to be making a few too many errors.
Yeah.
That could be a bit of tactics from Aaron as well. He might to push harder to try and put pressure on the Ferrari so he can't catch his teammate.
And I checked the standings before the race. Am I wrong that Josh has finished second in all 3 races so far?
I think so. I can quickly check actually. But I think so, yeah, because he's had a very consistent season. I remember noting that.
I remember somebody did it 3 times. I wasn't sure which one.
We've got a bit of a battle for 9th here. Hulkenberger goes onto the back of Blue Mosquito.
Everyone's close back up onto the back of.
You are correct. Josh has had 3 second place finishes in a row, so he's on for one better today, but he's not got this one yet. And Aaron has got a much better run through Pouon and gets the move done on Simo, and is up into the podium positions.
Simo will come back.
Oh, Simo's not giving up.
Squeeze him a little bit.
There's no real way through there unless Aaron made a mistake. But he's got to say though, this battling has allowed Grumpy to pull well clear of him, and he's still closing in on Josh. So we could yet have a battle for the win. Oh, Simo goes wide again. Oh, and narrowly avoids the wall. I think he might lose a battle for 3rd now, because he hasn't looked comfortable on those super softs. Oh, that could be a big blow for Grumpy. That could be a huge blow for Grumpy. And he's going to the pits. Has he got damage? I think he might have damage.
Yeah, it's his right wing.
Oh, that's a disaster. He was closing in for the win, potentially. Now he's probably going to drop down to around 6th or 7th, I suspect. Oh.
We're going to go with viewer jinx again, because Gaming Yellow one that just said Grumpy should be fine.
Guys, stop saying things about drivers. Good things. Say bad things, then they might win.
There's still a tire sitting out there.
Well, this is looking at championship standings and the current top 2. This is looking like it could be a season-long championship battle between Josh and Aaron here. Because they're the top 2 in the championship by 10 points, and 1st and 2nd here, and their nearest rivals are Blue Mosquito and Haig, and Blue Mosquito's battling at the minor end of the points, and Haig has crashed. And even Grumpy has had to pit again. He's rejoined in 6th.
That is true, Gaming at 1. He meant for coming out of the pits in front of Simo.
Oh. We'll let you off.
Yeah. No harm, no foul on him. You were correct, though. He did come out in front of him.
Well, Doogie Dude here potentially showing why he should never leave. Because if one more driver does have a problem and then retires or crashes, then he is going to get a point for his troubles. So, credit to him there, down 11th. Never giving
Happened
up.
to me yesterday. I was in 11th. The guy in front of me had 42 seconds to go.
I remember one race seasons ago. It was and a Red Bull nearly hits the wall. That was yeah, Ravers, and he's gonna have his teammate now to contend with.
Yep.
Don't see why there should be team orders there, because they're not really battling at the sharp end of the championship. It's just the opportunity to get 4th place here. Well, it's a shame that Grumpy had that front wing damage, because it's kind of robbed us of a good battle at the front. It looks now like Josh is going to have this win in the bag and end his consistency. It's battle for 4th here. Yep. Watch the Red Bulls for a rouge to see if any Ravers makes a mistake. Is David Chance? No, he looks pretty good there, so he should maintain the position. Hulkenberg's lost some time to Mosquito. What happened there? Oh, and DRS shuts. It's just not enough for Dave. If straight would have been a bit longer, then maybe he would have gotten the move done.
It's been raining for 19 wets. It's still not wet.
I mean, this is just ridiculous. I feel a bit sorry for those who went on Inters, because it looks like it should be the right thing to do. It's almost looked wrong watching them driving on dries.
If the top 2 hold in the positions they're in, Josh will be the new points leader by 2 points.
Well, that consistency's come in handy. Aaron might have Aaron's had 2 wins, but that third, he only got 5th place last time out in Bahrain, so that's cost him at the moment, but it's still a long way to go.
And Sema with a strong Bahrain after a slow start to the season. Looking like
that's a disaster for Grumpy. He's out of the race. That's at the exit of I can't know what corner's called, but yeah, it's at the end of it's just coming to sector 3. It's a very odd place to crash. You must have ran a little bit wide or something.
His car's sinking through the track.
Oh my god, the tyre is literally vanishing underneath the track. That's unusual.
Well, now everybody who finishes the race will get points.
So this will be the 3rd different race winner this season after Aaron and Haig. Aaron is closing a little bit, but I'd imagine Josh is just taking it easy now. He's there's no need to over push it. He's got a 5-second lead. Shouldn't. Oh, and Betrayer has got past Raver's Revenge, who has got damage. He lost a position to his teammate, and now he's lost a position to Betrayer. He must have made a mistake somewhere. He's got front wing damage. I mean, to be fair, he's got a 40. What's that, sorry?
Yeah. I remember he clipped the wall with it coming out of that corner.
Oh. Yeah, that's... to be fair, he should be fine for 6, because there's a huge gap to Martin. As long as he...
You're not going to make up 31 seconds.
I wouldn't even bother pitting, to be honest. You might as well try and hold it and just be careful around the fast corners of... having said that, it looks like he's got no grip round poo on.
And just nurse at home.
Hulkenberg has got past Blue Mosquito as well.
Yep.
What were we saying about Dougie? Who just needs one more driver out of the race?
Yeah.
Well, he's got it. Yep. Especially on a trial like this as well, it's so easy to just crash. Oh, Aaron's... He's not giving up yet.
Damn. I did a whole race route doing it.
You almost wonder if that's just psychological. It's trying to get in Josh's head, maybe. And he's not had a first place this season. Will that be playing on his mind in these last few laps?
For a few, Josh has 0.4 laps, and Aaron has 2.5.
Would you risk running in Rich in these conditions though? I suppose.
And probably not. I mean, who knows what the conditions really are? It's been raining for like 6 hours now. So.
Well, Ravers did pit in the end. He's gone on to the ultra softs and might lose a position to Martin because of that. We'll see.
Probably going for that fastest lap himself.
Actually, he could lose a couple of positions here, depending on how quickly he gets out of pits. Oh, a bit of a slide. That slide's going to cost him. Oh, but Don Martin's a bit slow there, but he gets a move. He's got past. He's in 6th, but Ravers will want to get past on fresher tyres. And Ravers gets some. Yeah, Don Martin's had a couple as well, so I don't know how penalties might affect them at the end of a race. Maybe Hulkenberger will get past both of them. But Ravers goes to the outside. Don Martin breaks late, but that's a nice move down around the outside. That's the effect of fresh tyres, I suspect. And he's back up to 6th. But considering where he was, I'm not sure he'll be that happy with 6th.
Sure. He was in 3rd when he got his first incident.
I wonder if Simo made a
Ravers
mistake.
and Martin battled in F5 last season together.
So they know each other well. That's always an advantage. I think it's much easier. You can put a lot more faith in another driver if you know who they are and how they race.
If you could trust them, you could have a better race.
Yeah, it makes such a difference. I think that's how you've got to. That's how you should always, I think, decide if you go for a move or not. How much you trust the driver. So I see it coming. It looks like, I don't know if Simo's made a mistake, but he's a long way behind the top 2.
I think he's just holding off just because he's in a soft spot where he couldn't get second. He's not going to lose 4th or 3rd.
Yeah, I mean he has only had he's only got 9 points this season, so this would be a huge result for him. And it's backing up Josh as well, his teammate in the constructors. It's a double podium for Ferrari. That's a big news, especially with Grumps having crashed. Feels like yeah, as Hulkenberger and Don Martin are battling towards a Rouge. Oh, and I think Martin quite sensibly backs out, but they both completely make up their own line for a Rouge.
Neither one got a penalty.
Yeah, I've seen some odd penalties today for just slightly going over the curb, and then they just make up their own line, and it's fine.
And here comes Josh through the chicane for the final time.
Yep, driven a brilliant race. Fair play to him. He takes the Belgian Grand Prix victory and takes the championship lead as well. Over Aaron, who comes home in 2nd place. Might be happy with that. Maybe could have won the race if he just switched a bit later on. What's going on down the field? I'm not sure. Simo.
Dougie crashed on the front straight.
Simo gets 3rd. Dave should get 4th. I don't know if will he stay 4th for penalties. Yeah, he caused in a little bit on Simo, but not enough. Betrayer, not really seen much of him. Yeah, not really seen much of him, but it's some solid points.
I don't remember his name popping up for penalty.
Yeah, it's a good race for him. Ravers will get 6th after quite an eventful race. He was running up in the podium positions at the start of the race, but he's made a couple of errors which have cost him ultimately, and he'll have to make do with 6th. Still some decent points. But yeah, he's only 5 seconds ahead of Hulk, and I know Ravers picked up a few penalties, so will he stay in P6? We'll have to see. Hulkenberger comes to the line. Oh, I think he has even more penalties. Martin takes 8, and I think Blue jumped Martin for 8 in the end. I think I was changed due to penalties. So we didn't have too bad of predictions, I don't think, but we didn't get a race winner, right? Thanks, Aaron. So yeah, it was a good race, that one. Plenty of incidents.
Yeah, some good racing, some crazy weather.
Yeah, just an odd race with the weather and the fact we never ever changed on to intermediates. Well done to the top three, Josh, Ewan and Seema. Do you want to suggest them so I can invite them to the party?
Wait, I thought you were Korean.
Yeah, I could probably invite a couple of them actually. I think I've got a few of them on the friends list. I've got Erin and Josh, just Seema, if you could. Thank you. I think we would give driver of the day to before everyone joins the party. I think for me it's probably got to be Josh.
Yeah.
I feel boring going for the race winner, but I think he did the best job. So
If I'm not mistaken, the person that finished fourth started 11th or 12th. So.
Yeah, I would have gone for Grumps until he crashed, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, can make sure your party settings are set to always allow so we hear your voice on the stream.
Yep. Yeah, it should be. Yep.
Thank you. So we'll start with Josh. Congratulations on the victory. Tell us your emotions, because you've had 3 second place finishes in a row, so it must be glad to get that first win.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, it was quite a strange race with the conditions, so it was just about keeping concentrated, really. So, I mean, yeah, it was good. I'm glad I won, but not overly happy. I'm not celebrating, but no, it was a really good race and good fun, yeah.
And you take the championship lead after that win. Is the championship something in your mind yet, or is it too early in the season?
Well, obviously it's very early, but I think so far I haven't had any proper collisions yet. I haven't had any issues, so obviously that can affect things. But I've driven pretty well, and yeah, if it goes on like this, then obviously I'll be hoping to challenge. But it will be close. I mean, Aaron's obviously doing fantastic every race, and Blue's consistent, so just see how it goes. Yeah.
Absolutely. You mentioned the lack of collisions. Was that in your mind a few times into the bus stop chicane? We noticed in the opening 8-9 laps that you were a bit hesitant about attacking him. Was it about being patient?
Yeah, I think that was my tactic. I think that's been my tactic all season, actually, and I think it's kind of paid off with my results. I think if you take your time, and then that's something I've learned over the years with experience. Yeah, so if you take your time, then the race comes to you. So I was a bit cautious when attacking him at the start, because I didn't want to take both of us out, so it worked out, yeah.
Okay, thank you, and congratulations again on the win. We'll move on to Aaron now, who took second place. Yeah, interesting race for you, Aaron. A couple of people in the chat were a bit wondering why you stayed out on the super soft so long. Can you shed any light on that?
Yeah, I mean, if those people in the comment section win the race tonight, they wouldn't have made it past that one for a start. Conditions were meant to be intermediate conditions all the way through, so it was a big shock to our system when we saw that we were starting on dry tyres. So I thought it would have wetted up for the inters, so I had to hold out for as long as possible, because if I pit, I'd come out behind drivers, and you know, if conditions changed, and it wouldn't have been worth it. So I think overall, considering you know, the circumstance in the race, I'm just glad to have made it to the end and happy with the podium, really.
We saw you struggle a couple of times through Blanchimont. Was that due to the tyres, or was that just a corner you struggled around in general?
I think due to the way my setup was run, I struggled more through the final part of the lap and also the middle sector, but I was able to take Eau Rouge flat in some circumstances. So I think it's probably down to car setup.
And a little bit about the two championships. Obviously, you lost the Drivers' Championship lead to Josh after tonight's race. Are you concerned about that, or you still playing the long game?
Well, I'm not worried. I mean, I've been in league racing for a long time. I've competed for titles, won titles, so you know, it'd be nice to get the lead back. But I'm just taking it race by race and just enjoying myself in probably one of the best run leagues on the site. So happy where I am.
Yeah.
Great. And in the constructors, you saw Ferrari get a double podium tonight, while Grumps crashed out of a good position. Is that any more of a concern?
I don't think it's a concern, because Grumpy, as you all well know, is one of the most experienced drivers, you know, in the industry in PSGL. He's been around the block, done thousands of races, and he'll know that he can bounce back. I think due to the way conditions were today, I think credit to anybody who made it to the end of the race, and for those who competed in it for as long as possible, because you're driving around in dry tyres, borderline on intermediate conditions, and it's very, very tricky. So
Thank you, and again, well done on the second place.
no, thank you. Thanks
We'll
for
move on.
commentating as well.
Hey, no worries. We'll move on to SEMA now. I've been told that's what we call you. You finished in third place. Double podium for Ferrari. Bit unexpected as well. We didn't see you in the podium positions for much of the race. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, definitely. It was probably looking more like fourth. When I put the super softs on, they were nowhere near as good as the softs. So the attempt at an undercut on Grumpy didn't work. So I thought I was sort of settling in behind the two Saubers for the rest of the race. But yeah, definitely happy with. So gutted for Grumpy to make his mistake, but it worked out well for me to come up on the podium.
Ah, nice one. And we saw you in the last stint. You sort of seemed to back off from here. And was that a lack of pace, or did you just settle for third in the end?
I'd love to say I just eased off, but no, it was a complete lack of pace. I say those tyres were awful for me, so I was thinking about it. I'd have been better off staying on the softs until about lap 18, lap 19, and sticking the supers on right at the end, because they just had no pace for me at all.
And a big boost in the constructors for you and Josh tonight. That surely could have come to go much better for you.
No, it's looking good. Gets us back in the fight. We're sort of hanging on there. I know we're still struggling to contribute so far, so it's nice to come up with some points.
Yeah, you've done very well last few races. You've been brilliant. I think we're both doing well, so be a good fight to the end. Yeah.
Good team camaraderie at Ferrari. Well done.
Yeah. There's a definite number one driver at the minute, though.
Have you got any more questions to add, Demon?
Just everyone's thoughts on how their confidence is for the next race in 2 weeks after it. Start with it here.
Confidence, yeah, never really lose confidence. I guess just fun to race here. So I mean, it's a tight grid, so if you don't get the lap in quali, you know, you could end up, you know, a few rows down the grid, and it is quite hard to overtake some of these drivers here, because they are really defensive, really experienced. But all in all, confidence, yeah, can't say it's bruised.
Alright, how about Josh next?
Yeah, no, I think it'll be a good race next week. I think, obviously, or 2 weeks' time. I think it's a track which it'll be very close. I think every quali session this season's been really, really tight, and I think Silverstone's, you know, it's a high-speed track, and different drivers can give a mix. So I think we could see some surprises there. No, I think I'm quite confident. I can kind of be consistent. As I've said, my kind of tactic this season has been stay out of trouble and just make sure I don't crash or pick up penalties or do anything silly. So I think I'm quite confident I can get a decent result. But I think next week we'll see a different winner. That's my prediction. I think we'll get a new winner. Yeah.
It'd be nice to see that first, to see as many winners in the season as you can. How about you, Simo? How's the confidence for Britain? Good track? Bad track for you?
No, it's just I don't think I've ever had a particularly good result there, but you know, records are meant to be broken, so perhaps I can be this new winner. But I wouldn't be putting any money on myself, if I'm honest.
You never know.
No.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for that. I think that pretty much brings an end to the stream. Thank you once again to the top three. Good performances by all. This has been my first commentary in almost 2 years for PSGL, so nice to be back. Thanks to Dino for co-commentating.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, both,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you.
And we'll see you all in 2 weeks from Silverstone. Night, everybody.
Yep.